Hey, Commanders fans, tune in because we've got some very important information coming and you need to know everything. Here on the channel, you'll find all the latest news about our team with breaking news and everything a true Commanders fan needs to know. So, first of all, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell because here you'll receive everything firsthand and never be out of date. Oh, and leave your like right now to strengthen this incredible community and show that Commanders fans are always there. No more ado, hang in there, because today's news is unmissable. Now, let's get straight to the point. Dan Quinn updates Jaden Daniels' status after knee injury. We have an important update on quarterback Jaden Daniels, who left recent practice drawing attention due to knee discomfort. Reportedly, although he hasn't been officially ruled out for the Week 3 game against the Las Vegas Raiders, his presence on the field is still uncertain and will be closely monitored in the coming days. In a press conference, head coach Dan Quinn was asked about Daniels' physical status. The coach adopted a cautious tone. He had an MRI and has already begun the process of returning to us. He's back to normal. What does that mean for Sunday? I can't say yet. We'll have a clearer picture when we get to practice on Wednesday and see how he's doing. To return to play, he, like any injured player, needs to meet all the recovery markers to be cleared, Quinn explained. The injury is not expected to be serious or cause for concern in the long term, but there is a risk that Daniels will miss the next game. If that happens, veteran Marcus Mariota is expected to take over, as happened last season when Daniels missed games due to a rib injury. Mariota, in fact, would have the opportunity to face one of his former teams and seek sports revenge. However, it's important to note that the quarterback also dealt with an injury in the offseason and may feel a lack of rhythm, despite already being familiar with the team's offensive system. On the other hand, the Raiders' defense showed weaknesses in the Week 2 loss to the Los Angeles Chargers, which could open up room for rookie running back Jacory Krosky-Merritt to take center stage if Daniels isn't 100%. Even so, the Commanders shouldn't take unnecessary risks. Jaden Daniels is a special talent, but he's not as physically robust, making him more vulnerable when trying to extend plays and run for extra yards. The franchise's focus is on protecting its quarterback with the future in mind, as the success of the season, and even the years to come, depends directly on Daniels' health and development. Marcus Mariota, ready to lead the Commanders with confidence as Jaden Daniels recovers. The Washington Commanders have entered a challenging season, dealing not only with a disappointing Week 2 loss, but also with injuries to key players. As the team prepares to face the Las Vegas Raiders, the status of starting quarterback Jaden Daniels remains uncertain due to a sprained knee. If Daniels is unable to play, backup quarterback Marcus Mariota is ready to take over, bringing a unique skill set that could reshape the Commanders' offensive strategy. Adapting to change with confidence, head coach Dan Quinn expressed unwavering confidence in Mariota, stating that the veteran quarterback's readiness is extreme. This confidence, as Quinn noted, stems from Mariota's character and the strong bond he has built with his teammates. While some may dismiss such statements as mere coaching rants, the evidence supports Quinn's confidence. In 2 notable appearances last season, Mariota demonstrated his skills, completing over 78% of his passes and averaging an impressive 8.9 yards per attempt, while also throwing 4 touchdowns without an interception. Last year's performances came against struggling defenses like the Carolina Panthers and Dallas Cowboys, but Mariota's ability to perform under pressure is undeniable. With the Raiders' pass defense ranked among the weakest units in the league, Mariota can find opportunities to exploit their vulnerabilities if necessary. A cohesive quarterback room. Quinn emphasized the strong camaraderie within the quarterback room, which includes Daniels, Mariota, and Josh Johnson. This close-knit environment fosters a supportive atmosphere, increasing the chances of any quarterback in the spotlight to thrive. It's an extraordinary group, and the way they support each other is crucial, Quinn commented. A thoughtful approach to injuries. Mariota's journey to being ready for action included overcoming a calf injury during the preseason. The Commanders adopted a patient approach, allowing him to fully recover before returning to the field. Quinn indicated a similar approach will be taken with Daniels, prioritizing knee health before any in-game decisions. "He's honest day-to-day," Quinn explained, highlighting the team's commitment to ensuring its players are at peak fitness. Mariota's recovery process has positioned him as a reliable backup should Daniels need more time to recover. Quinn noted, "It took a while, but he's fully recovered." This measured approach could be advantageous as the team navigates a critical juncture in the season. Washington Commanders signed former Buccaneers running back for $12 million. The Washington Commanders made another important move to bolster their roster after the devastating loss of Austin Ekeler. Veteran running back Chase Edmonds, who had been out of action since last season, was signed to the Capital team's practice squad for a fee that could reach $12 million. The news broke shortly before the Tampa Bay Buccaneers-Houston Texans matchup on Monday Night Football. While Baker Mayfield and company were leading a thrilling campaign in Tampa, many fans' attention turned to the fate of a former Buccaneers player, Chase Edmonds. The opportunity in Washington. Edmonds didn't play in 2024 for Tampa Bay, remaining only on the practice squad. Now, he gets a new chance at a critical time for the Commanders. The team lost Austin Ekeler, its biggest offseason addition, who suffered a serious Achilles injury and is out for the remainder of the season. Given this situation, the front office sought experience to complement a still-developing running back group. Currently, Washington has Jacory, Bill Krosky-Merritt, Chris Rodriguez Jr., and Jeremy McNichols, but none of them have much NFL experience. Edmonds' arrival doesn't mean he'll immediately assume a leading role, but rather that he'll add depth and security to a weakened area. At 28, the RB can add speed in the run game and can also be used in passing situations, something he demonstrated during his time with the Arizona Cardinals, especially in the 2021 season, the best of his career. Context of the signing. The Commanders made the controversial decision to trade then-starter Brian Robinson Jr., believing the roster had sufficient depth for the season. However, with Ekeler's injury, the strategy proved risky and forced the franchise to look for an immediate replacement. Edmonds, who also played for the Miami Dolphins and Denver Broncos, in addition to Tampa Bay, arrives in Washington without high expectations of being a key player, but with a clear mission to strengthen the backfield and serve as a rotational piece for head coach Dan Quinn. What to expect from Edmonds at the Commanders? Although he failed to establish himself as a primary running back in his previous stints, Edmonds has already proven himself reliable in complementary roles. His versatility can be valuable, especially on third downs and screen passes, where his more agile playmaking style often makes a difference. Now, it's up to him to show he can still contribute at a high level and perhaps earn a spot in a group that will need quick alternatives to keep the offense productive after Ekeler's absence.